So I reached out to David Walker. Shout out to him. He's been very helpful. And I told him, hey, I have this theory. I think Umar's trying to lose the property. And you confirm one way or another if that's true.
You can get whatever you want from me.
Hey, give it up for Dr. Umar, y'all. Give it up for Dr. Umar, man. He on a payment plan. My boy on a payment plan. I guess his accounts is unfrozen. We finna see now. We finna figure out what's going on.
Grace and peace, everybody. Happy Wednesday. We are back. You did not see a thumbnail. You really didn't see a title. I wanted to jump on very quickly and go over some more information about this whole Fdmg debacle that's been going on for the last, month, if you will. And I got some new intel. So I woke up this morning, had an idea. I said, what if Umar Johnson is trying to lose the property? What if he's trying to? He knows that his donors have probably dried up like a puddle in the sun. Mm-hmm. But I'm sure there are probably still people donating to him, I'm sure, because they still believe. I said, what if he's trying to lose the properties? And the best way to lose the properties is to allow the township or the city of Delaware, of Wilmington, to seize them and auction them off.
Right.
What if you can create your own website by saying, this is what I want? With Wix, you can.
And that way he can position like, oh, the man took it from me, this, that, and the other. Right. The white man is racism, all this kind of stuff like that. And the burden of the schools is off of his back. And he knows that all it's going to be is like 6 months in the proverbial penalty box. And most people are going to forget about it. And they're going to be like, okay, on to the next drama, on to the next thing, right? So by April of next year, definitely by February next year, nobody's going to be talking about him anymore. And he can just kind of slide under the radar, whether he still has this money, because, a lot of people were speculating about what did he do with the donations and this, that, and the other, and where's the donation money? And I think that's a valid question. But I was like, what if he's doing this intentionally to lose the building? And I was like, that sounds reasonable to me. That sounds like a very reasonable move. Then that way he's back. He's got the money, whatever money he has, and he's off the radar. He can go and move in a different direction. Say, man, I can't do the school because they took away my building. Can't do the school because of XYZ, even though we've looked at tons of other people who've done schools with a whole lot less, right? So I thought about it and I said, no, I need to find out one way or another, because it seemed plausible to me. But I said, I need to have some corroborating evidence before I go and say, oh, this is what he's probably going to do next. This will probably be his next move. Right. And the best thing I can conclude is, I wonder if Wilmington, Delaware will give me some more intel. I emailed them the other day. They gave me the breakdown of the timeline. Let me see if I still even have that on my computer here. I do have it somewhere. There it is. They gave us that breakdown, and that was really helpful. I was like, oh, maybe they'll, if I reach out, maybe they'll give me a little bit more. How about that? Maybe they'll explain a little bit more. Let me bring this in. Remember, I want to show you that. Yeah, hold on. I can't give you that. That's the good stuff.
Hey, we need the good stuff.
Let me move this out of the way. Stuff. Oh, you can only bring one thing at a time. So remember, they gave us this. And I thought, okay, that was super helpful and kind of broke it down to us. But even while we were reading this, I mentioned that it really seems like they're still willing to work with this guy. The verbiage and the phraseology to me seem very much like, we'll take payments. I think I even joked about it and said, man, they just want you to come in here and make a payment, man. Make a payment arrangement, because they don't want the property. They want you to make a payment arrangement. Well, I reached out to them again today, and shout out to them. I'm going to try to do this while I'm talking. And I got a new update, and I think is quite interesting.
Yeah, cause look, before he say that, y'all, remember when Dr. Umar was capping and he was talking about how they want to get the white man they're taking the school from me or whatever, blah blah blah. They didn't give me no notice. Remember, they didn't give me no notification. Remember he said that. Well, come to find out, they did. They been was trying to hit you up, dude.
I reached out to the city of Wilmington, Delaware, and I had correspondence with with Daniel T. Walker, who is one of the managers and deals with communications and whatnot. I received an email back from him about an hour ago, and pardon me if I look away from the screen, so I'm actually looking at a different monitor. But I want to read this to you. Unfortunately, the statements made by Dr. Umar are simply untrue and inaccurate. City of Wilmington has issued numerous communications concerning the two properties, and the communication from the property owner has been infrequent and scarce. Our goal is to simply ensure that properties come into compliance with existing regulations. This is true of our approach to every property in Wilmington and ensures our buildings are safe and constructed adequately. We have a process to follow. The motion notice he received is another step that we will process. We invite Dr. Umar along with every property owner to communicate with our offices and determine the appropriate next steps of any property that enters in this phase of enforcement. Even this week, our office has contacted Dr. Umar, and I'm going to scroll down a little bit. Y'all got to forgive me. I got to get some. The office has contacted Dr. Umar this week and has, inviting him.
If you want to build an app and have no idea how to code or where to start, check out Base.
Once again. So he's lying to you. Inviting him once again to comply with our regulations and speak with our delinquent accounts team and Department of License and Inspections to determine the path forward.
It was you.
So I reached out to David Walker. Shout out to him. He's been very helpful. And I told him, hey, I had this theory. I think Umar's trying to lose the property. And you confirm one way or another if that's true. Okay. And so this is what he gets. He said, I can share that the properties in question, we know what those properties are, were removed from the sheriff's sale process. So they were going to be auctioned. Mm-hmm. And he says, Dr. Umar has communicated with our offices and has satisfied his delinquencies. I don't know how much that is, but somehow or another, he got some bread. He got some bread in his pocket.
Them little donations. I
might have to play the bread in my pocket. He's satisfied his delinquencies and has entered into a payment agreement. So y'all, we going into Fdmg extra innings now. So the properties are no longer up for sale, as far as I can tell.
That's them women. Them little women still throwing them little donations, man. It's,
from what I'm understanding here, he's making payments on the previous balance. I'm sure he's they maybe even gave him a little bit of grace on that 501c3, that vacant building waiver. Maybe they gave him a little bit of grace on that. But it looks like, with all due respect, Fdmg is no longer going to be auctioned. It's off the list. So what's going to happen now? Now we are in Fdmg extra innings. How did we get here? How did we get here?
Man, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. Hey, I'm proud of Umar, man. I'm proud that he not going to let it go. I'm proud that he's making payments. You feel me? I don't know how he going to continue to make these payments, but at least he made some of them. I guess his accounts is unfrozen, because I guess that's the only way that he going to make the payment. So I guess either his accounts was never frozen or his accounts is unfroze. And I'm trying to figure out why he ain't come up here and say nothing. He could tell us that the account is unfrozen and that he need money, but then he can't tell us that the account is I mean, he could tell us that the account is frozen and that he needs some money, but he can't tell us if the account is unfrozen. I'm confused. You feel me? Let me know what y'all think, man. You feel me? Please leave me a little comment. And like and subscribe for me, please. I appreciate you. And I love y'all, man. Y'all be safe out here.